YouTube, welcome back to Baggers and Bourbon. Of course, I'm your boy Cam, and on today we're going to be talking about the Black Widow pneumatic motorcycle table lift. This table lift I didn't have for almost a year. I purchased this table lift last November. I purchased it off Discount Ramps, right? And I actually caught it for a real good sale. At that time when I bought it off Discount Ramps, I believe it was around the Black Friday time, so they was giving you a lot of money off the table. And I got that table for roughly around, I think it was like $1,200 plus another $400 or so with shipping here from wherever it came from, right? This table has a 1,500 pound capacity. It is the extra wide table. I did not want the regular standard table. I wanted the extra wide. That way, if I'm up here, I can, the bike is right here in the middle. These sides right here are like considered the extra wide. So I'm still able to take it off and put it back on and make it as wide as I need. But this extra wide table comes in handy for me because when I'm working on my motorcycle and I'm tearing everything down, I can sit parts up here. I can sit tools up here. I can have an oil pan up underneath the bike and different things like that, right? So this kit right here, it came with the actual, the jack that goes up underneath your bike. It came with the jack and two of these V-shaped stands. So that way, if I take the rear wheel off or the front wheel off, I can sit these up underneath the bike. I can turn them sideways like this and it latches into the metal beams, the frame that runs up underneath the motorcycle, right? So they gave you two different sizes. So they gave me the smaller size depending on the height of your bike or how high you need to actually lift it. So they gave you the actual smaller ones to go up underneath the bike. Then you can take the smaller one out and put the taller one in. All right. It's very, very easy to use. Like I said, it's pneumatic. It hooks up to, I got a big air compressor and I got a smaller air compressor that I use for either or, right? And it also, it's long. You can make the table shorter or you can make it longer, right? So normally when I'm working in a garage or whatever, I used to run like the standard part, right? Like just like the standard size. But I added in the extension part. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys in for a closer look. All right, so now I'm bringing you guys in for a closer look. With this kit, I did have to order separately the tie down. So it came with 4 ratchet straps right there, 2 for the front, 2 for the rear, depending on where you're hooking your bike up to. It also came with 4 tie downs that you can put around the forks or whatever, and it's soft so that it don't scratches up your bike or anything, right? So this is what I was talking about when I told you guys that that I added the table extension on. So this part right here is the extra part to go in front because some of your bikes may be a little bit longer. Some of them may be a little bit shorter. So for my Road Glide, I ended up adding the front part in right there. So to make it a little bit longer so that my back wheel actually sits right here. So that way, if I want to take off the back wheel or whatever, I can pull this piece up right here and it actually drops down through the table and I can work like that. Yep, so basically so you're gonna ride your bike up, put the 2 front wheels in between here, and you're gonna use the clamp to tighten up your tire. And then you got these 2 eyebolt anchor points on each side that you're gonna run your ratchet straps to. And then, of course, down here, that is my foot pedal that I use to control and bring the table up and down. And of course, like I always tell you guys, this is your safety latch right here. You make sure you raise the table up to when you're getting ready to lower it so that you can pull up that red safety latch. And then once you get it up to the desired height, you pull it down and then your table will lower and it will lock in place. Also, the chair did not come with it, but you can order the Pro Kit to where the chair also comes with it. And but I did buy that chair right there from Harbor Freight. It is a Pittsburgh chair, but like I said, it came in handy instead of ordering the Pro Kit. But like I said, when I was explaining to you guys, you see the middle creases right here. That is the standard size table. So I believe that looks like it's roughly about 24 inches wide or whatever, but if you want the extra wide, like I said, I always tell you, get the extra wide table because like I said, you can sit your tools, your oil pan or whatever you want up underneath the table. Now what I'm going to do for you guys is show you guys how to actually operate the table, right? So normally I had that looked like a 3 or a 6 gallon pancake air compressor, but it kind of runs out of air, you know, very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it up to my bigger air compressor or whatever that I have over here, which is real simple. You're going to take it right here. Boom, bingo, it's in, right? So now that I want to raise it up, there it goes. And you hear it filling your air cylinder underneath there with air, right? For us to take this table down, like I said, the red latch right here, and it's 2 hooks up here that this latch hooks up into. There you go, right? Now, here we go. You hear the air releasing from out of the line, from out of the cylinder, and then it just starts gradually going down. There you go, and it's completely down. And then, like I said, from that point, you'll go from there and you'll drive your motorcycle straight onto the lift, right between those 2 red forks. Especially if you're doing it by yourself, just kind of get a great gauge of how wide your front tire is, so that once you actually drive it in between those red clamps, your bike will still be standing upright, so you can actually get your bike off. And also another tip is do not put your bike in neutral. Leave your bike in first gear or whatever until you get the bike ratchet strapped down and everything is tied in and clamped down securely. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit the foot pedal, and I'm going to bring it up. So forward is down, backwards is up, and then you're going to hear it start to cycle some air through. So here we go. Then you're going to reach under here, grab the red latch, and then let it down. There you go. And always safety first. Unhook your air, all right? So you got to unhook your air. And then, like I said, keep this up out of the way, all right? And that is how you operate this table in a safe manner. But like I said, get you guys a big air compressor tank. Like I said, I got that air compressor tank from Harbor Freight. It's a 21 gallon McGraw tank. Like I said, it's the oilless one, so that's beautiful. You don't have to oil it, but it comes in handy, right? The whole thing comes in handy. This table lift for me was a great investment. Like I said, off discount ramps. It was a great investment. It was fast, easy shipping very quickly. It took roughly about 2 days. I believe it came here from Wisconsin or so. They use Estes Shipping Company. Normally, Estes will deliver it to your home, but it drops it at the end of your driveway. They do not have to bring it up to your garage door. But luckily, I had a great driver that morning. And my neighbor, who actually works for Estes, the actual driver knew my neighbor. So when he pulled up, he said, "You're lucky I know your neighbor, you know, or if else out, you know, I would have had to leave this lift at the end of the driveway." And if you're going to put this lift together, you may need 2 people depending on your strength size or whatever. But luckily, by him moving it to the front of the garage door, I was able to open up the box by myself, flip this thing up out of the box. It was a struggle, but like I said, I got it all put together myself. It really wasn't that bad. You know, I had to put this bar together, put the bar down here, slide this through, and basically just screw everything in up there together. The vast majority of the lift came put together, so I didn't really have to put too much together. Also, go to Harbor Freight and get you some grease or whatever, so you can kind of shoot some grease through these areas right here. So the constant up and down, you just want to make sure that your bearings and everything are greased so that you don't have any issues with it sticking or whatever, but it just moves freely. But again, overall, it was a great purchase. I encourage you guys to buy from Discount Ramps and purchase a Black Widow lift. Remember, this is the channel where the rubber meets the road and the bourbon is essential for the soul. I'm your boy Cam. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you click that notification bell at the top. Thank you guys for your support. And I'm out. Peace.